I'm Cameroon, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Sword of the Stars 2. Let's go ahead and get things started. We'll see if we... Yes, of course we did. Of course we won the Battle of Grayson. I don't remember what the Battle of Grayson was about. We still have support going to Krista because it's technically self-sufficient, but we need to colonize it more. Or not colonize it more, but improve it, and that'll be sped up by having a ship actually doing the work. Or some of the work, anyway. We really don't want that planet. It's just not good. We don't know what this planet's like. We should survey this system. I think I had that on my list to do. We should build a station here. How many? Actually, okay, first important question. How many? I can only do one. And Flinks has... Okay, well, Flinks can support a naval... or is supporting a naval station. So... if we upgrade this... and essentially that will be our... you know... Have I really not explored this? Enja, how many stations can you support? One, and you already are. Which means we... Do we have any fleet capacity? I mean, I think you should get fleet capacity, right? I guess you do. Yeah. Okay. So having a civilian station here probably makes sense. We need to check out Griffin with... Oh, really? We don't have any particularly good... Well, we have this one.
Yes, Director. We'll be back with the data as soon as possible.
Which will be forever, but that's fine. You go look at that one planet and tell us what it is. These are awful. We don't want them. I mean, I guess if we research the bioengineering tree, then maybe, but for now, they're awful. Need to increase security a little bit so we're not spending on... I can't remember what it's called, but like essentially, oh, corruption. That's what. Don't want any of that. But we are technically making money, so. Or like turning a profit. It's just that we have debt.
Eureka! We've got it!
Hey, fantastic. Wow, look at that damage drop off over range. Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So the question becomes, what next? I like having... on one hand, I should be, going down a particular tree a little more... sorry, a little more aggressively, just because you tend to have a bigger advantage that way. But, yeah. So we're going to do this materials application
Project is fully staffed,
because,
Director.
well, one, we're going to get it really quickly, and two, I think, as I was saying, you have, that bonus, or not bonus, but the cost reduction, you want to get that as sooner rather than later, and we waited probably a really long time. But it is what it is. Okay, fleet here. Oh, that's right, the Enterprise, because we wanted to go into the Battle Rider Manager. So this, we want to add Battle Riders to. Really, we only can carry 3. And only 2 of them are actually... Wait, why does it say supports... Oh, okay. Boy, I'm glad I looked at that. It's not obvious these are buttons. But, okay, good. So we have 2 reserves for if they get shot. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize we built 5. I thought we had built 4. But that's fine. Okay, now we're going to transfer these guys away. I think I was going to move them to... Is it Flinks? Maybe? Or maybe it was Thundara and putting it into here, because this has... No, that one's okay. There's one that essentially had, like... It's not that one. Grayson, maybe? No, Grayson doesn't have any ships. How are these all in reserve? Did I, like, accidentally transfer them to a reserve? Oh, the Admiral retired. That's what happened. Well, auto-select a fleet. And this is, you know, GD1. Grayson Defense 1. And we're going to put all of these ships in. And it's the worst fleet I have ever set up. Okay, maybe not the worst fleet I've ever set up, but it's a pretty bad fleet. And then I guess we could relocate the... Actually, we can't. So we might only be able to relocate civilian fleets or civilian-like fleets. Anyway. Transfer the Enterprise over into...
Yes, Commander.
Grayson.
Transfer underway.
And let's see, we have... Definitely, we have, like... We don't want Barrett. It's an awful planet. We don't know what's here. We don't know what's here. Nothing there. Maybe we should also be looking at building star bases. I think these are awful. Oh, God, look at that. 482. Look at it. It even looks awful. Like, it... Physically, the appearance is... like a wasteland. It looks like a toxic wasteland. Let's see. I think these... Yeah, those are also bad. We might have to take... we should probably check that place out. Do we have an actual... Well, Survey 3 is at Flinks, which is down there. Do I want to send them... I don't know. Black Thumb. Well, you're not running colonizing, so it's fine. So we could definitely send this fleet to do this survey.
Roger, Director. Survey underway.
We might end up having to cancel it, but we can at least get them going. Coffee is good. Hey, pirate raiders at Henja. Well, I just don't... It's even the point. Please go after the freighter. I don't care if you go after the freighter. I do care if you come after the plane. Oh, we destroyed its engine. The planet killed the engine. That's great. Of course, they're still going to get away, but whatever. We'll just have... Really? The combat simulation takes this long to resolve?
Update.
Well... It is what it is. Henja's going to have to... have that replaced. Okay, so if we take a look at the fleet... No, not repair dialogue. That's not what I wanted. Fleet manager. Because... Oh my god, why with the zoom? I think it's because these are, like, overlapping and stuff. I don't think it likes that. Like, look at that. How many How many ships am I going to pull out of the same... Oh, I guess because they're wrapping around. Alright, so we've got command ship back here. I think the Enterprise... In fact, we're actually going to put both of them back here. We're going to put our Mark III point defense here-ish. And these guys are going to, of course, be up in the front. Which is actually a little bit outside of where the point defense is going to be able to cover from back there. But we have more point defense ships. And we have the Excaliburs, which I think what I'm going to do is actually place them here. But on one level below. This way they can fire upward. Come on. Come on, game, work with me. Nope. Just not gonna work with me. You're just gonna... So we might as well... Okay, you gonna work? You gonna work? No. Really? Really? Just not gonna let me put it back on the board? What if I go back up to here? You let me know? Yes. Can I move it back to where I want it? Whatever. I don't know. But anyway, so we put these down because this way their main turrets will be firing up most of the time. If they were at the higher level, they'd have to tilt the ship to fire down, so I don't want to do that. It's funny that the whole pirate thing, whatever. So where's Henja? Here we go. Hey, why don't you build a freighter to replace your losses? And I kind of wish freighters were off in their own category, but whatever.
Construction order placed, Commander.
Now we can create battle riders, but that's not what we need. We need... Well, okay, I shouldn't say that's not what we need. In order, like, system defense boats is kind of what I want. That and the defense stations. Hey, look at that! Pirate raiders again. I would prefer not to actually have to watch this happen.
We've been painted!
They've closed up that hull breach, sir.
Did the freighters actually... Did they get out or did they get destroyed? This one seemed like it, you know, left. But we could be down 2 freighters.
Update.
And 1 freighter got away. Griffin. You are an awful planet. Holy crap, 936. What? We're at... What? We're at war with them, and they're like, give us research. No. What the heck? What? I don't even know what to say to that. Excuse me?
Construction project initiated.
I didn't think freighters were that expensive. Alright, Grayson, do you have, you have that way station, you don't have any defense ships, you don't have any reserves. We've got 8 stations that can be upgraded. What I really need is to have, like, patrols or something. Or those, you know, cheaper system defense boats. That apparently I can't build. We have... Where did it go? Police cutters. Well, we can try. We can try this. They can't mount the photon torpedo. Okay, well, whatever. The question is, should I do missiles, mass drivers, or plasma? Missiles are accurate, long range. Maybe we do that. Give us some point defense. I mean, you know what? I don't even understand. Like, I kind of don't even understand the point. So let's say I build this ship. It costs a whole lot to prototype. And then it's 11,000. It's 4,500 to build once it's in production. It's 67. So it's almost the cost of a freighter. It costs 5,000 to have an operation. Alright, so let's check just an armor. 5,000 in operation. And it costs 3,000 more. And it is way more effective. I mean, it just has so many more capabilities and capacity for... And that's just that. If we go to an Excalibur, how much? Again, 5,000 in upkeep, 7,000 to build. That doesn't seem quite right. Let's look at something here. If I go in and I build an Excalibur. Yeah, so it's 102,000. So what's this? Oh, 7,000. Never mind. Okay, let's go back and re-review. So it costs 101,000 for this. What's the police cutter? We'll give it missiles like we were intending. Whoa, so it's more expensive. It's 60 grand. Well, that's the prototype. Never mind. It's, okay, that's better. It's like half the cost. Actually, a little less than half the cost. Say 40%. But is it actually 40% of the combat effectiveness? And the cost to maintain it is actually the same. That's where I get... So there's that a moment or initial cost of buying it. But once you bought it, you're paying the same amount. Right? Like if I looked at the Excalibur Mark II. Okay, sure, it costs, in this case, it costs like not quite 3 times as much. But you're still looking at 5,000 operational cost. And this thing would shred police boats. And the pirates come in with, you know, a couple cruisers. So what's the value of the police boat? On the other hand, I might build some of these. Because again, 5,000 to maintain. And then I'd have this plus 3 battle riders. How much does a battle rider cost? So 0 upkeep. So I would essentially get, let's say, 2.5 ships worth of firepower. Like 2.5 cruisers worth, I think. Because none of them are quite as, like, the carrier is not as good as a full-on cruiser. These aren't as good as a full-on cruiser. But we would have lots of missiles. Well, we'd have a bunch of missiles plus 3 of these guys running around. I think that's probably a more efficient system defense plan. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to build one of those, and 5 of these, because we can have 3 plus reserves, so 3 active and 2 reserves. So it's going to cost a lot, but that's fine.
Aye, Command. We'll have the
kinda feel
ships
like I
out
should-
in no time.
Random names. Kind of wish I hadn't hit the random names, but whatever. It's fine. So that will be a fleet, and that fleet is going to go sit in, like, Bob or Henja somewhere. Possibly Bob, though, because I think Bob's a little more developed, and I would prefer not to have horrible damage happen to it. Okay. So Griffin, we know, has an awful planet. We don't ever want to know. There's just no, never. They're coming back. I think they're actually, they're doing their survey. Okay. Well, let's end the turn. We're going to spend a whole bunch of money here, so I don't know if we're actually going to go positive or not. But we might briefly go positive.
Update.
The survey of Zeta Reticuli. These are also awful. I guess it can support all of those races, technically. Okay, good. We should have... Do we need to repair anything here? I can't remember. Yes, we do. So we've got our swarm defense. Maybe we send this to Henja for now. Or maybe we send attack fleet to... Which should we send? I think we send the swarm defense over to Henja. Oh wait, we probably can't. That's right. Of course not. Of course we can't do that, because why would you be able to do that? All right, well, we're gonna end turn then, and see if our finances. We just keep hemorrhaging money. It's fine, deficit spending. It's not a problem, right? All right, so our freighter has been built at Henja. We're starting to get our new fleet online. This repair and salvage ship. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we put this... I don't know. Are there any admirals that we want? No. Defender. Seems like a good plan. Bob's Bargain Defense Force. Oh, really? Really? We could be cheesy. Defense Force. No. We're still running out of... Oh. Let's see. It's so much of a bargain that it doesn't actually get even all of the letters that it should have. Alright, well, this episode has, I don't know if it's been exactly productive. Seems like it's been kind of a maintenance episode. So we're going to wrap it up here. And when we come back, hopefully we'll get Bob's Defense Force over there. Bob's Bargain Defense Force, in fact. And maybe find some more planets to colonize and start gearing up. Like, we'll maybe review what our fleet status is and see if we can't consolidate some, maybe put together something a little bit better that we can push on, like Prion or something like that. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.